What's going on, guys? Well, it's Friday morning. It's like 7 in the morning and I'm tired, but more than that, my legs hurt, my back hurts because I've been driving for like 6 hours. So we're gonna go out and lift a little bit, and I'm gonna share some shower thoughts while we do that. And all the while, the meat that I just rubbed all the spices on is gonna be warming up, ready for me to cook as soon as I get back. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. And when I get out there, I'll share with you my first contemplative epiphany that I had this morning. It's really amazing the things that go on while you're driving. But you know what, on a side note, I feel like I've got packages that mysteriously disappear. So I was gonna do like a time lapse with this camera, but the batteries that I ordered, the package that they were in, disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. I can't tell if somebody's sabotaging me or what it is. I have a feeling though that one of the people watching this knows what happened to the package. Just be aware. I'm on to you. Okay. Well, there we are, in the flesh. So the first point of deep contemplation I want to share with you guys, and then I'm going to cut to a hyperlapse, time lapse, whatever GoPro calls it. I'm going to cut to that and play some music, and you can just work out with me. The first epiphany of deep contemplation that I came to last night was, if we're meant to reflect the glory of God, are bald people naturally better at that? Because I mean, it makes sense, since like the entire top half of our head is doing nothing else but reflecting things. So just, I mean, it's worth thinking about. And you know, if I land on the favorable side of your conclusion, that's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. That's why you're watching this video, so that I can land on the favorable side of the conclusion you come to about that question. So anyways, I'm gonna go work out now. Gonna be kind of a light day because I want to go to bed soon and be able to walk for the next 2 days. So I'll have to do that. I'm getting winded. Told you it was gonna be a light workout, but I decided to try and make it a fast workout. Oh, mistakes were made. Let's be honest. Not all contemplations happened prior to this video. The important ones happened. Look at the camera. Important ones happened, but not the life-altering, winded ones. Anyways. Kind of see what I'm doing. I'm about halfway done. It wasn't meant to be a long workout. Very little rest between sets, so it is what it is. Thankfully, I'm not working out alone. I'm not working out with you guys, but I didn't ever bring a mousetrap in, so those mice we talked about yesterday, they're like your representatives. They're keeping me company. So that's good. That's good. Let me ask this question. Concerning like personal goals or things you're pushing towards or striving towards that you know are good things, healthy things for you, do you have those times where you've gone so far, in a particular direction, and you think to yourself, man, this just isn't going to work. Like, it's just the things aren't coming together, and it's discouraging, it's demoralizing. But you have this thing that fires in the back of your head, and you think to yourself, yeah, but I should see it through. And then maybe you choose to see it through, or maybe you don't. But the question is, are you satisfied? Like, when you think back in your life, are you satisfied with the number of times that when the odds were against you, you chose to follow through with the thing that, like the seemingly insurmountable hill or object or thing that has set itself in front of you? Are you satisfied with how many times you've persevered? Because I was thinking about that. I got some stuff going on in my life. It's not major stuff. In fact, YouTube videos are a big part of it, where I feel like it's difficult to find who I am. And, well, more specifically, it's difficult to be who I am in front of a bunch of people, open to their interpretations of me, and recognizing that there's going to be, part of that journey is sort of ironing out the wrinkles of that. And spending some time, you've noticed there haven't been a lot of videos, I've been spending some time contemplating this idea of, am I really cut out for this, to actually have something to offer? And I think that the conclusion that I've come to, well, it's a work in progress, right? I mean, that's really where most of our lives are at most of the time. But anyways, so is this. It's a work in progress. But one of the things that I felt really strongly was, I need to persevere. I need to see it through. And just because I feel discouraged, it doesn't actually mean anything. Like, it can be a very momentary feeling, or at least it only really deserves the validity of a momentary feeling. So, even if the feeling lingers with me for a while, it's not any sort of good reason to not push through, see it through, and to really come to terms with and realize the potential of what I have to give, what I have to offer, what I have to say, stuff like that. Come to the potential of, or not, come to terms with building a relationship with the people who get to watch me, who I get to interact with. So, anyways, I don't have many times like that. I feel like there's a lot of times in my life where I didn't really persevere, and I think that going forward, I should be conscious of those times, so that in so much as it relates to me, I can determine incrementally to keep pushing through and to see through some of those projects and some of those directions. So for those of you, you know who you are, who have encouraged me to persevere, I appreciate it. I heard it, and I'm grateful for each of you. So this is just me sort of vocalizing that process, putting it out there. Anyways, gonna do some more lifting, just a little bit. We're gonna go eat after that. Turn the heater on. That's why it's getting warm in here. Who knew? Look at the camera. So let me ask you this question. What happens? So anybody who's watching this is probably aware of just the shifty political culture in the United States, and, well, the shifty political culture everywhere. So what happens if the United States were to pass a law that you had to register the name, like you had to name the food that you were about to eat? Like, still, like, let's say you go to the grocery store and you get some meat, right? And like there's a form that you've got to fill out naming whatever it was that you were about to eat, right? So you're about to have steak, and just as a formal acknowledgement, you got to name the steak ahead of time, and sort of like a way of paying tribute to what you're about to eat. For example, the steak that I showed you earlier, it was named Fred. I bought it in a package at the grocery store, but it's fine. It's fine. What what do you do? I'm sorry that my head is down so much, but I'm somewhere between warm and contemplative, which is well, the floor is interesting. That's what it is ultimately. You know, the floor has its moments where it's more interesting than the camera, so I choose to look at it instead of the camera. And I'm tired and I'm winded, and for some reason, well, we talked about it earlier in the video, the weight on this head, it just, the responsibility weighs me down. Oh, the burden. Well, I mean, you guys should know that these are really like end of day shower thoughts after a really long time of driving. So like, it's not to say the quality is lesser, but it is to say that like there's a difference between like morning or mid-afternoon shower thoughts and even like late night shower thoughts and like exhaustion shower thoughts. So that's what it is. Anyways, if you've been good enough to stay with me this long, I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I will see you guys later. I hope you have a great weekend.